Hey everyone, we are the Gratitude Girls.
Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hi, Laurie. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I am awesome. And so that I don't forget to say this, Rara is in the house. Laurie, I'm really glad to be here tonight and to our viewers. So this is our Gratitude Girls training. Tonight, we'd like to talk to you about two words, two very simple words. I know you've heard them before, and they sound so beautiful in many different languages. But if you haven't said this today to someone, we're going to talk to you about what you can do today to change the year. Ready for the two words? Thank you. Those are the two words we're going to do some coaching and training on tonight. You say, well, how can you do that? What are you going to coach and train me on with thank you? Well, there are some really important things to know. I can say thank you or thanks, or I can look at you and I can say thank you, Laurie. Hopefully you feel like I meant that, which I do. Now, if you can't get with someone face to face or video to video, camera to camera, what's the next best thing? So, Laurie, let's talk about a group of people. This training will be about 15 minutes, so you can take notes, you can watch it again. But let's talk about how many people do you think we can say thank you to end the year strong?
I think an easy number is to say like maybe your last 100 customers or your
Okay,
last
good.
100 clients.
Okay, so your most recent last 100 orders, let's say, and if that customer ordered multiple times, go to 100 different people if you can. So look up, see how far back you have to go to get 100, right? And if you have 1,000, like super, add the zero, whatever you have. So let's just talk about the 100 people. Okay, so we have 100 customers in the last 30 days, 60 days, and 90 days, whatever kind of business you have, it really depends. Let's go and talk to those customers and say something before the end of the year. Besides happy holidays, we're not talking about that. We're talking about truly, truly be grateful. We are the Gratitude Girls, so we're going to talk to you about how you can go and be in that state of gratitude, feel that, and share that. Because when you're in gratitude, people know it, as opposed to in a different mode. So Laurie, okay, let's talk about how can we get to 100 people? Do I use MailChimp?
Right. MailChimp and emails is good, but it's not great, right? Because a lot of people don't even read their emails anymore, right? Because I know a lot of people that's it. They don't even look at emails anymore, or they just skim through and delete.
Right.
And an email message, just like a Facebook message or even a text, those are good. And we should utilize those all the time. I teach and train, and you do too, on utilizing our technology for today's world. But it's so easily to just delete. But when you reach out and send that tangible touch somehow through the mail, whether it's on a piece of paper, it could be even like a yellow, those old school yellow sheets of paper, right? It could even be on that, and you just jot a note down. Or it could be in a greeting card, that you can get them at the dollar store. You can get them in yard sales. Or of course, Catherine and I also use a tool that is amazing that you can send automatically, where you can just set up your group of 100 people. And like Catherine said, if you have 1,000, that's great. If you have more, that's great. Some people say, oh, I could never send to all my clients because I have 5,000 and that would just cost way too much money. So pick your last 100. That's just an easy way to start, even though you're still grateful for all of them. And if you can do more, then do more. But yeah, and the service that Catherine and I use, it's easy to put them in a group. You can upload your list and click a couple buttons and send it quickly. And then you can personalize it too.
Yeah, good point, Laurie, because I was just thinking, well, what if I go and I text 100 people and send like a group text. How personal is that? See, I think when we talk about the professional image, you can be whoever you are. Your image is you could be 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, whatever your age group is and whatever works for you. But what we're talking about is something that will, like, I'm just going to use this, Laurie, because it's a card I sent to my husband. So imagine if this said thank you. It says I love you on it. But imagine if it says thank you. And actually, there's absolutely no branding on this card. So this is a true message that says, I love you. If it said thank you, whatever method you use, and truly don't say anything more, but you mean that to someone and they know you mean it, you will certainly be remembered. I just happened to have this in front of me. It really was not anything I expected to use in our training. I was staring at it and I thought, wow, I really like that. I love looking at that because I like the colors. So, and my husband liked it too. So if you tell your customers, thank you, before the end of the year, truly, because it was a business practice that you felt that you were grateful for them, or if you wanted to send, 50 a month, or whatever method you wanted to do that. But if you took that group of 100 people and you kept them close to you and you let them know how much you appreciate them with 2 simple words in a very heartfelt way, so that they understood that you really meant that without any ulterior motive, except to make it part of your business acumen, to say thank you to your customers, so that you don't just say, when's the next order? Or, gee, they should be ordering from me again. I know they order every 30 days or every 3 months or once a year. They're my customer. And this last month, they're one of the 100. So wherever that customer falls, it's not that they're not frequent enough for you to say thank you or for us to say thank you. We need to be grateful to all of our customers for everything that they do. So Laurie and we mentioned that we work for a greeting card company, and yes, make it out of yellow construction paper if you want, but get it in their hands. Let that person truly know that that was your message, not thank you and we appreciate your referrals. Thank you and this is my new address. Thank you and give me a call if you have any questions. Thank you and let me show you my new technique for whatever your business has. It's really a thank you. 2 words, dear Laurie, thank you, in gratitude, rah, rah. That is my message. Sorry.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes. And, and something else that you mentioned when, or that I thought of when you were talking was, you talked about your card there, and, like I a lot of times put the picture of me and my kids on the back of our card, and, and it just kind of shows your clients that, I had somebody tell me, I remember years and years and years ago, keep personal and business separate, keep religion and business separate. It should just be professional. But people do business with those they know, like, and trust, right? And so, when I thank my clients and that shows them a picture of me and my children, or us on a family vacation or something like that, it kind of also pulls that personal touch into there of, this is how your business that I did with you, that how that helps to provide for my family. And so we're giving them a little bit a part of that, So yeah, it just kind of dwells in there to match together.
It's a really good point, Laurie, to let people know who you are. And in the case of the family, making it very personal. I totally agree with you. We can do that. We have the ability to turn the back of any of these cards. And again, I don't mean to be grabbing a card, but I just want to show you. I took color images so that I would make it interesting, but that could be your family. And if it's your family, someone will be very happy to know who you are and what you have in terms of the love around you. And that's what I feel from you, Laurie, when you send me those messages. So if you have a business and you're watching this, if you have a brand new business and you don't have 100 customers, but you have 2 customers, all the more reason. Truly say thank you to them and let them know how much you appreciate them, because it costs more to get a new customer than it does to keep the current customer that you have.
Right, absolutely. And then those customers are going to remember you as they're talking to their friends and family or other business colleagues that might need your products or services or whatever you have as well. So when you keep your name in front of their face like that and just showing that genuine appreciation and thankfulness, they're going to remember that on top of you doing those good business ethics and doing good business with them.
And I will mention one final thing. I like to say thank you in many languages. I like to show that to people because it gives a different feel. So whatever language you speak, if you want to say it in French, in Italian, in English, if you want to write that in 3 languages, it will look very pretty as well. I did that once, so it was really awesome. I did it for a New Year's card, but I said New Year's in 3 different languages. So what I want to say is truly consider speaking from your heart. And if you have any questions, you can certainly reach out to Laurie and I. I would be more than happy to talk to you about, so would Laurie, to talk to you about how you can get past and up to saying thank you so that your customers know that it's heartfelt. Laurie, that's what I have for tonight.
Awesome. Thank you. Well, yes, everybody, that's it. You need to reach out and say thank you and show that appreciation and start off the year, end this year with a bang and start off the next year great. Thanks for being with us tonight. Have a good night.
Absolutely. Good night.